Alright guys, what's up? It's Satchel here, and we finally have a new agent in Valorant. We thought it was Deadeye, it's actually Chamber. So, as you guys can see, we have a new agent, his name is Chamber. So today I'm going to be making a guide. I've played a good amount of games on him. I feel like I have a good understanding of how to play him, and I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and just showing you guys his general abilities. Anyways, let's get right into it.
Sure.
Alright, that's one. Alright, that's... I see you. He's close, he's close. Yeah, let's go!
Okay.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm ulting him, watch this. Oh, baby!
There's another.
I can't see. Alright guys, let's get into Chamber's first ability called Trademark. Trademark is this little Alarmbot thing. It emits a sage slow if an enemy walks within its radius. Pretty good. Actually pretty good for info. So you get 2 charges and they cost 150 credits each. One very important thing you need to know about this ability. It is not like a Killjoy Alarmbot where if you place it, it will hide. It will stay hidden and enemies will only see it once they're close enough. It is not at all like that. Enemies can see this from across the map. If they spot it, they can just shoot it and it's gone. So please be very careful where you place it or else it will literally be useful and an enemy will just shoot it. Try to place it behind walls. Obviously, really behind walls is your best bet because an enemy will see this, kill it. But if they turn this corner and the sage slow gets off, if you do get the sage slow off, it's actually really powerful. So this ability is great for info and slowing down pushes. Again, only if you get the ability off. So please pay attention to where you place this ability and just try to place it behind walls or at spots where your enemies won't really clear it and won't have time to shoot it before it goes off. Alright, so we have Chamber's second ability. Probably one of my favorite abilities of his. Tied with the ultimate, it's really strong and really fun to use. Called Headhunter. So this costs 100 credits per bullet and you can have up to 8 bullets. It's a one-shot to the head. Very powerful, but you gotta have good aim. Listen, this character is not for you if you do not have good aim. So please hit aim labs, hit the range. If you're gonna play Chamber, make sure you, especially with a deagle, just practice the deagle, okay? Just hit your headshots. But it's actually a very strong ability. So it's basically a sheriff. Nothing much to it. You just have 8 bullets. You can't reload. One thing though that you need to pay attention is, especially when I played a lot of Chamber, I got it mixed up. I would try to pull out my secondary by clicking the button to switch, right? That would just pull out your default classic or whatever secondary you have. Please pay attention that if you run out of ammo and you want to switch, you got to press Q. So that's really important. You're going to make this mistake early on. It's tough to get used to, but once you get used to it, you'll be fine. Just please pay attention to when you switch weapons because you don't want to be caught out shooting and you run out of ammo and you switch your default, right? You want to switch your sheriff, your headhunter, and hit some heads. So it's actually really good. All you have to do is press Q and it just pulls out. Very strong, and you can aim in. Don't forget you can aim in. I tend to not aim in because I don't have that as a habit. I like using my crosshair, but it's actually pretty powerful when you aim in. It's pretty accurate, and even if you're just not aiming in, right? As long as you don't have bad aim. Also, do not spam it. It is not good spamming. It's just not accurate at all when you spam. But if you take your time, again, like a sheriff, you'll have no problem with this gun. Very powerful. Again, one shot to the head. You can do some damage on eco rounds, even on regular rounds. You can do a lot of damage to the enemy team with this gun. Alright guys, now to Chamber's final regular ability. It's called Rendezvous. Alright, so it's this little TP ability that you guys might have seen before. Again, for all of you that aren't French, you gotta get this pronunciation right. So get this in your vocabulary. Ready? It's called Rendezvous. Rendezvous. If you're French, you're good, but listen, I'm French Canadian, so I got a bit of French in me. I know how to say it. Rendezvous. Make sure. Very important. So how does it work? Basically, you place a teleporter down. It looks like this. Looks like a router. Honestly, my router looks like this. And you have your second teleport ability, and you can only place it within this circle, within a range. This radius is displayed through this little red circle. And so you can't place it outside the circle, but you can place it in. So as long as it's in this circle, you can just take it and boom. You get teleported to where you placed the first one. Not that confusing. But what is very cool about this ability is that it teleports really fast. Way faster than yours TP, and you can get your gun out quicker. So there's a trick that I've already been using a lot in games that's helped me a lot. I call it TP peeking. How you want to use this is you place a TP in an area. Imagine there's going to be an agent here or an enemy, and you want to swing and kill them, okay? So you're going to place your TP here, and then you're going to place your second TP in an area where you would want to TP and be safe, okay?
Ready.
So I would TP back here and I'd be safe. So the round starts and you just right away swing, take your TP out. and you're safe. Maybe you get a kill. You can do this as Yoru. Some Yoru players are familiar with this TP peek play. This works really, really well with Chamber because after you TP, you can readjust and they're going to be looking for you and you're good for a second one. So it's actually really, really powerful, but one thing you do need to be aware of, when you do take the TP, you will make a sound. So an enemy might be able to hear you and kill you, but it's not too loud. And if you, again, have your placements right with this ability, put in a safe spot, should be okay, unless like the other team already has sight. Then there's really nothing you can do in that situation, but your gun will come out quick and you might actually have a chance to get a kill. Also, you can re-pick up this ability. You just press F to recall, and then there's going to be a bit of a cooldown. I believe it's 15 seconds before you can TP again. And then you can just replace it wherever you want. And exactly, if I want to show you guys an example of this TP peek, you would swing onto a bot here, TP and you're out. Kind of like a jet dash, honestly. It's called maybe aggressive TPing. I don't know what to call it, but you just place it in an area where you could peek and you make sure to stay in the range because you can only take the TP if you're within this little yellow circle. If you're outside of that circle, you can't take the TP. So just place it near the little wall that drops in the beginning of the round. Peek, get a kill, TP, free jet dash. Actually really strong, and then you just recall it. Pretty good. Alright guys, so now we have Chamber's ultimate. Probably one of my favorite ultimates in the game. It's called Tour de France. No, Tour de Force. The other one is like a bike competition or something. Anyways, a very sick ult. Basically a sniper. Click your ultimate. Wow. That is actually so sick. And you have 5 bullets, but let me tell you, these 5 bullets are really strong. Not only do you aim in as fast as a marshal, and you can double scope and, you know, it's a one-shot kill. And also, it slows. There's a Sage slow that drops when you kill someone. So as long as you're accurate, this gun is very powerful. But again, guys, please remember, it's not a primary weapon. So do not take out your primary weapon to try to use your sniper. You will, I mean, I've gotten myself killed multiple times just trying to pull out my sniper, but it's your ultimate button. So please be aware with the buttons you're clicking. It's a lot of buttons because you have to press Q, secondary, then your alt for your alt, and then your primary, and then your other secondary. It's a bit confusing. So play a couple games of Chamber and you'll definitely understand it, but let's see this in action. So click practice. It's really quick. If you have nice op shots, I mean, this is just so nice. I mean, I just whiffed, but you know what I'm saying. So here's the Sage slow. Again, it's very slow. Not fun to be in. So if you can use this when there's a big push happening, very, very nice. And again, it's a free gun. It costs, I believe, 7 points, 7 ult points. Yep, and you basically just activate it and you have the sniper. A free sniper, all you have to do is get orbs or kills, drops a slow, actually really powerful. And again, if you're a good sniper, people like Wardell, they might be able to take advantage of this, but actually very powerful. Alright, so we've gone over the basics of Chamber's abilities. Now we're going to get into the good stuff. The tips and tricks and the things I've learned while playing Chamber. Again, very important, please familiarize your keybinds. Q, or whatever it is for you, to take out your secondary, the little sheriff type pistol. X is for your sniper, and then whatever button you have to take out your primary, and your whatever button you have your secondary, and your knife. Again, it's very important to familiarize yourself with what to click. It's happened to me multiple times. I'm shooting and I want my sheriff-like pistol. You have to press your button, but what I do instead sometimes is I do this and I pull out my default and I just die. The same thing happens with me with the sniper. When I ult, I'll get a kill and I'll try to run, and then I'll take out my vandal or whatever my primary is instead of retaking out the sniper. It takes a bit of time, but you'll get used to this. So another very important thing is Chamber is not strong on attacker side. He's actually really, really bad on attacker side. He can't do much unless your team takes sight. Then you can place your alarm bots and you can play your teleport, play after plant, kind of fool the enemy. But with TP peeking, I'm telling you, you can actually be useful on attacker side. So practice TP peeking. Again, place your first teleport where you want to peek, place your second one in a safe spot, and then when the wall drops at the beginning of the round or just in the middle of the round, if you're pushing a site, you know, kind of clear your angles and just go, you get a kill or go for a gunfight and leave. That is like really the only way Chamber can be viable on attacker side. So just have smart TP positions, manage your TPs well, okay? So you can play around with the TP peaks and you can actually take advantage of your enemies pretty well. And another thing, if you mix your ultimate with your TP, very, very dangerous. Not for you, for the enemies, because you can TP peek with this really OP sniper marshal and it's over. So let's spawn in some bots and let me show you what I mean. Alright, so imagine you're just clearing sight. Alright, you're taking sight. Boom, and you're out. It's like a jet dash. It's literally like a jet dash. It's really strong. You can get one and just leave. So again, please just familiarize with this character. Play him a bit and you'll really get used to it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this chamber guide. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope this helps you with your chamber gameplay, and I hope it gets you some more kills, especially on the attacker side with chamber and defensive. I mean, obviously, just overall, I hope it helps you improve. Again, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask in the comments. Chamber is a bit new to all of us, so I might discover new tricks, but I've played a good couple amount of games here, and I feel like I kind of understand them. Again, the keybinds. The keybinds is probably the most annoying thing. If you can figure that situation out and just like kind of not memorize, but it just doesn't feel natural when you pull out the secondary. So just play some chamber and then you'll eventually feel it out. TP peeking, you can't really practice that. You just gotta hit your shots, really. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you subscribe. If you like the video, comment. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, just tell me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and have a good day.